Welcome to the Ariston Group. We simplify business complexity. Hi, I'm Suren Woodley, Group Managing Director for Ariston. With us today is Keith Barrett from Ariston Technologies. Hi Keith.
Hi Suren, how you doing?
Good. So, Ariston Technologies, very different from the other companies within the Ariston Group. Tell me more about what you do.
Well, I suppose let me start at the point of why Ariston Technologies, and it really came about because we noticed that our clients needed support in terms of the accounting system that we were trying to roll out, which at this stage we were starting with zero, but even before that, when we were dealing with Pastel, clients would always need some sort of support, whether it was in terms of rolling the systems out or just simply in terms of using the system to its fullest capability. With the advent of Zero and all the app integrations that can happen, we also saw that clients were needing help with those app integrations and setting up and rolling out those other apps to integrate into their accounting system to control all sorts of things, from processes to stock to just pretty much anything within the business. So we saw an opportunity, and that's how Ariston Technologies came about. So that is the reason for Ariston Technologies, and that is what Ariston Technologies does. Is it pretty much focuses now not only on our existing clients, but pretty much anyone out there who is needing assistance with rolling Zero out, or rolling an accounting system out, and integrating other apps into that system and rolling those out as well. We are investigating developing our own apps as well, but that is more of a future vision.
Okay, fantastic. So you spoke quite a lot about accounting as Zero as the platform of choice. What other apps do you integrate into Zero?
From an accounting point of view, we have stock control apps like Deer, point of sale systems like Vend, and that sort of thing. But then there are also, processes which don't necessarily have to only revolve around accounting. It can revolve around pretty much anything within your business. And we use Approval Max to automate that process of creating a document and then having it go through some sort of approval process so that it comes out on the other side as an approved document. Now, yes, from an accounting point of view, that would mean, okay, now it can get processed for payment, but it could mean any number of documents that then might, if it's a contract, you could then say, yes, okay, this is now ready for signature, for example. And from an HR point of view, I don't know if we want to mention People Hum, but we have integration apps from a payroll point of view, and that also take care of HR in general. So we deal with PaySpace. That particular app is very powerful in terms of setting up all of your policies, your HR policies, and then applying them to the payrolls that you have within your business, and you could have multiple ones. We also have HubDoc, which is more of a document storage system. It has an accounting application because it does allow us to send information from scanned documents within HubDoc into Zero to create transactions, but it can function on its own as a cloud storage system, full functioning with library specs and all that sort of thing, so that it would be very easy for you to kind of go paperless. And I know that we in the industry have been speaking about being paperless for a long time now, and somehow that has never happened. And I think it's just because we just haven't had the right solution. But I have to say that HubDoc is probably that as close as you can get to the perfect solution for that.
Okay. I presume things like HubDoc and integrating your payroll into the accounting system will then enable robotic process automation facilitated by machine learning and giving you that AI functionality.
So all of these systems are geared to try and automate what the processing as much as possible. And yes, the use of AI, RPA, machine learning, all those things is prevalent in all of those systems. So HubDoc, once you've coded a particular invoice once, it will remember that that's how you dealt with that invoice and propose that allocation for the next time. And so does Xero do that. And there is automation from a payroll point of view where everything that is generated within PaySpace can automatically be integrated into Xero or into any other system that you might require to automate. On PaySpace, they have a pretty full function ESS system, employee self-service system, which also helps automate things to a certain extent, because if employees can themselves apply for leave or check up on their payslip or put in an expense claim and all of those sorts of things, it now automates that whole process so that there's as few, human interventions as possible within the process.
Okay. There's been a lot of hype around digitalization, cloud-based systems. I know Ariston as a group years ago had to adapt from legacy server-based systems to these new technologies. What do you see as the benefits of going digital and using cloud-based systems?
Well, there are multiple benefits. First and foremost, I would say it's a more secure way of doing business, and especially in today where we are governed by by POPIA, the POPI Act. We know that our information, whatever information we have of our own and of our staff and of our clients, needs to be protected. And cloud-based systems with their with the security that they have in place really is as secure, more secure than you could pretty much have on your own personal server. On top of that, you have the security of knowing that that is backed up over multiple servers. So you don't have to worry about a backup solution for your own server. On top of that, you don't have to worry about any sort of file theft issues, because those servers are all around the world. Whereas if you have a break-in within your own business and you've got your own server and they walk out with it, they walk out with all of your information. And that could be a massive loss to your business. So that's the security aspect. The ease of use aspect is also a very important one. So being in the cloud, you see with all of these systems, there are dedicated apps so that you are able to access the information that's in these systems from your own phone at any point in time, wherever you are. As long as you've got an internet connection, you can pretty much connect to this data. And even if you don't, generally, even if you don't have the app, as long as you've got your laptop with you, wherever you are, you can access the information. So it really is information that can be accessed at any time, and it's real-time information, so that that whatever you're looking at is the current information, whether it's payroll, accounting, or whatever else. And yeah, off the top of my head, those are the sort of major pluses for the technology at the moment.
It sounds like that it would also be an amazing enabler to the work from home and hybrid working models that we've become used to, as well as remotely accessing information from anywhere in the world. Am I correct in saying that?
Absolutely. So in our post-COVID world, where a lot of businesses have gone the route of sending all their staff home and saying, well, you need to work from home, definitely that's a way to go. You don't have to worry about VPNs and all that sort of technological aspects that you had in the past with massive setup and that sort of thing. It's all there, ready to go. So definitely, from that point of view, and I would say, the sort of, from an entrepreneurial point of view, entrepreneurs have always really needed a solution that's kind of on the go. They finished with a job and they want to invoice straight away. It sort of enables that as well, the immediacy of you being able to invoice and generate income. So it enables that.
Okay, excellent. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us about Ariston Technologies or the systems you use?
Yeah, one thing I hadn't mentioned before is that we are also looking to create custom reporting for our clients, whoever those may be, existing or new, that incorporate information across platforms. So, and I think that this is something that's really powerful, and most people are going to be needing this kind of reporting going forward. Anyone who's dealt with an accounting system, for example, will know that it is, in a sense, limited to just accounting information. And even that accounting information tends to be segregated between debtors and creditors and so on. Well, what about being able to create a report that pulls from a number of different sources and is able to combine all that information into one piece of information, so that you can get a full view on what's going on. So if you would imagine, say for example, payroll information being combined with client information to try and get a return on, in our environment, a practice environment, you're interested in what kind of return are you getting on each professional staff member that you have, and you can actually then pull information of that sort where you have costs per employee, but then also sales per employee, pulling that together and having it in one report. And those are the kinds of things that we are looking at and we are developing for our clients at the moment, which I think is something really powerful, as I said, and I think there's a great need for it out there.
Sounds amazing. I mean, in this day and age, we run businesses not with archaic reports, management accounts, and so on. It's information that allows us to make business decisions.
Absolutely.
So these technologies seem to be improving productivity, improving the speed of processing, enabling us to get real-time information, and then providing us through these reports with the wisdom we require in order to make the right decisions at the right time.
Absolutely. The reporting is the key, because we all sit on a mother load of information in our systems, but somehow we don't really seem to be able to access it in a way that really adds wisdom, as you say, to our business decisions. And that is a major focus for Ariston Technologies going forward, extracting that wisdom.
All right, fantastic. Keith, thank you for your time and for sharing the amazing things you're doing. And yeah, chat to you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Please follow us on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook, or contact us by going to our website, www.ariston.global.